record some interesting video about entomological collection, about type material of entomological collections. And this is collection of CHALCID wasps of a family Torymidae. Collection is a very important part of nature heritage in museums and scientific institutes, and this collection is deposited in the Scientific Institute, Schmalhausen Institute of Zoology of National Academy of Sciences. And this is type material. What means type material? Type material, these are vouchers which have been used for description of new species for science, and they are stored in scientific collections because they are scientific vouchers which can be used for the study of this material by different scientists during different time. Some of this material have been collected many years ago, and this is collection of a Dr. Zerova, Professor Zerova, who was chief leader of a Department of Entomophagous Insects and Ecological Principles of Biological Control in the Institute of Zoology of National Academy of Sciences. So this collection includes many species which have been described by Professor Zerova, and type material is labeled with geographical label and, as you know, with type label. Type label is a red label, so it's indicating either holotype, which is the first in the line. Some material can be used for other scientists as for the study as a loans, and other material, not only holotypes, many other paratypes. Paratypes are also the material which was used for description of this new species. In case of losing holotype and paratype, it's important to select new type material as a lectotype, paralectotypes, for designation of a voucher specimen for each species for representation it in scientific collections. And here we are watching large collections labeled with red labels. And this is a genus Glyphomerus of a family Torymidae. Glyphomerus montanus species was described by Zerova and Seregina, scientific researchers of Institute of Zoology of National Academy of Sciences. Dr. Zerova is passed away, and Dr. Seregina is on pension now. And material is deposited in collection, and you can observe the material is very small because these are tiny CHALCID wasps. You can observe clearly the label is big, but insects are small. Many CHALCID wasps we have not very big size, approximately 5 millimeters. And Torymidae family, we have special CHALCID form body and elongated ovipositor. And this material was collected in Kyrgyzstan, in Kyrgyzia, in different places. And this is parasitic species of a genus Glyphomerus, was reared from galls of other insects, because many of insects can be phytophagous, but some insects are entomophagous and feeding on phytophagous insects. So they were collected in galls of centipede wasps. And these centipede wasps are here in special cage. Here all paratypes, males and females, collected in Tian Shan, in Kyrgyzia. And in one special box, you can see here galls of plants collected together with host insects, with centipede wasps. with genus Niporodites magna. You see inside special holes which were done by centipedes, and emergence holes were done by centipedes and also their parasitoids. Glyphomerus parasitoids of the family Torymidae. Some material labeled with red labels, these are types. Some other materials, not types, but included here in collection together to indicate distribution, to indicate location of places, different collecting sites. Most of material was described from Kyrgyzia, so this was a large collection. Fortunately, it was large type material. In some cases, only a few individuals collected, so type series can be much smaller, and we can watch it now in other box. Because here you can see red labels for types. First one is a holotype, and others are paratypes. So this material collected in Kyrgyzia. You can turn it around and see how many of them in one box. Some material collected in Chimkenska district in Kyrgyzia, in Tanshan, in different areas of Kyrgyzia. Some material with types, some materials are not included in type series. Maybe we have some kind of variations, or can be collected later after description of this species. Some individuals have been loaned by other researchers, other entomologists for the study. And this is herbarium, plant material from which this species was reared. Initially it was reared. Centipede wasps, phytophagous centipede wasps, and from them we reared with the Glyphomerus. See how many types with red labels. But let's go to another box. Not always we are so lucky to collect many individuals of new species. Some cases only one individual, like here. In the center only one individual, only one holotype. In some cases it can be like here, holotype and paratype, or just like here. In some series, several individuals. First one is a holotype and other paratypes. Let's see who is here. Here, gall makers, feeding on some plants and galls. Here, genus Ormyrus. Paratypes, Ormyrus lanatus, described by Dr. Zerova. From Kazakhstan, near Almaty. Next one, species Ormyrus similis, collected near Bukhara in Uzbekistan. Next one, Ormyrus parvulus, collected in Kazakhstan in 1979. Large series of paratypes, males and females. And some individuals were not included in the type series, were not labeled with red label. Ormyrus parvulus from Kazakhstan. Let's watch another one. Ormyrus aridus, described by Dr. Zerova, collected in Israel by Dr. Sergei Simutnik with type material. He deposited in Kyiv, Ukraine. Several individuals, including holotype Ormyrus halimodendri with holotype, collected in Turkmenistan, and several paratypes. Only 2 individuals, one holotype and one paratype, Ormyrus laccatus, collected and described from Turkmenistan. And one species named Ormyrus zoyae, with name of our colleague and researcher Dr. Fedotova, collected in Kazakhstan. She collected many galls of Diptera, of flies, and many individuals of parasitoids were reared from galls of flies. One holotype and paratype. Ormyrus laccatus from Turkmenia. I can change position to show better labels. This is Ormyrus parvulus. Labels from Kazakhstan, collected in 1979. Red label means paratypes, and first label is for holotype, which is the most important voucher material. You see in the center, female is holotype, and one Ormyrus similis, only one holotype from Uzbekistan. And here aridus, Ormyrus aridus, collected from Israel. In some nature reservation places near Negev in Israel. Collected in 2003, approximately 20 years ago, 21 years ago, by our colleague Dr. Simutnik. So you have recognized how many types are deposited in our collections. It's very important to keep this collection in safe positioning. We are trying to keep it safe despite all present situations in Ukraine. Type material is stored in special entomological boxes. They are dry, they are well produced, they are safe. Hopefully material will be safe for many years despite all situation which is going on around now. Because zoological vouchers and entomological vouchers of types and paratypes are very important for identification of different species of insects and animals, and type material is the most valuable scientific material for researchers, for entomologists, for zoologists, for botanicists as well. And such collection is extremely valuable and stored in our Institute of Zoology of National Academy of Sciences. I can show you at the present moment only 2 boxes because it's quite difficult to move from one box to another box. To be very careful about material. Don't touch it, don't destroy any one material, because material extremely valuable for scientific research. You can write in chat or in comments. Do you have insects collections? Do you have type material in your institute, in your university, in your museum? I am very pleased to show you this material, which is stored in Kyiv, Ukraine, in the Institute of Zoology of National Academy of Sciences, Kyiv, Ukraine. So you see labels from Tianshan, from Alatau, collected in 1979. These are all type material. Thank you for interest. If someone from foreign country was watching us at the present moment, you can write the country, which country are you coming from, in chat. Next time I show you other parts of our collections. I show you mostly labels, because insects are relatively small, about 5 mm size. These are not butterflies, these are not big wasps, these are tiny Chalcid wasp, Entomophagus and Phytophagous Chalcid wasps of family Torymidae and Ormyridae. Today with Torymidae and Ormyridae in collection of Institute of Zoology of National Academy of Sciences. Thank you for your attention. Subscribe, press like, write comments and ask your questions. Good luck, and don't forget to press like under this video. And don't forget, support Ukraine, help to Ukraine, stand with Ukraine, and Ukraine will win. See you soon on my channel. Bye bye. Best wishes from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine.